Dog Nation? Welcome to this segment of the Other Guys Sports Show. Our last segment, end of the year football. But you know what? There's more football out there. It's not all about the javelina sometimes. Sometimes it's about sharing the love of football. But anyway, we got some special guests also here, so we're going to go around the table to my right, and we're going to introduce everybody.
Coach Preston Darby, Lido Pirates.
Avian Martinez.
Auto Garza.
Coach John Guerrero, Carrizo Springs.
Robert the Truth Martinez.
Ronnie Ballesteros, a.k.a. The Dizzle.
And Bobby Castillo.
And myself, David Guerrero, here at the Other Guys Sports Show. And you know, as we do it every time we go over games, we got one game we go over, which is the Hondo and Crystal game. Alvaro, bring that tear back in that eye. Don't let it fall. Don't let it fall, son.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Great season.
Did anybody do the history on this? When was the last time Crystal City came out second in district ever? Maybe when we played against Ashington, Big Wells. I don't know.
Well, where were we in 2007? That was a good year for us.
2007.
We made the playoffs that year.
Because we were 7-4 as well.
Yeah, played Lido that year.
Yeah, we lost to Lido in the playoffs on that.
But
Lido got lucky.
you know what?
I just want to put it out there.
And it's kind of
You
funny.
gotta have a rabbit's foot. Sometimes you gotta.
And it's funny. We had a coach here from Lido, a coach from Carrizo, and we have Crystal City representing. You know what? We've been coaches before. We can put a coach in front of our names, Ronnie.
Yes, sir.
Didn't you coach
I helped you coach.
Pee Wee football and flag football?
He was one of my best coaches right there.
Yeah.
Dedicated coach.
I was there through rain, sleet, or snow.
But you know,
More
but
dependable than the post office.
it was just sad that parents didn't like for you to massage little boys on the sideline. But anyway, we're gonna recap Friday's game.
You can't say you were Bill Cosby, though.
Nowhere near that.
No.
When the meal don't give it up.
And I just say this is a free for all recording.
Web only.
Yeah, this is a web only. This is not radio. So you know what? Fuck it. We can say whatever we want.
Unedited.
FCC means something else. FCC.
But you know what? I like to give it up to the boys, Crystal City Javelinas, for giving us a great year. Great games, close games. We could actually, honestly, Robert, tell me the truth. How many games could we have won that we didn't win? Brackenville.
For sure, we could have beaten
Zapata.
Zapata for sure.
For Zapata was a game.
We could have beaten Carrizo again.
Honestly, I think we beat Pokey twice, didn't we? But I think, you know what, one game that I do recall and I think that we should have won is that Sabinal game. That Sabinal game.
The first game of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, which was a great. I mean, we had pretty much. We depended on the offense of pretty much rushing Felix Sanchez, but I think we grew up throughout the season. I think Sebastian, our quarterback, came through a lot of great passes there at the end.
Yeah, I feel that the offensive coordinator actually did a lot of progression throughout the season because we started off one-dimensional and we finally started adding more to that offense and that really helped us out. And,
Like if you take the team at the end of the season, go back to Savannah, we win that game easily.
Right, because
We do.
the passing game was developed, and Sebastian, great sophomore for us, so we have a great future in front of us here with
And
good kids.
I mean, that should bring fear to other district, our district. I mean, Sebastian's a sophomore. I mean, I don't know, Carrizo, if you got any young boys coming up as well.
We got a lot of young kids coming up. They got the exposure of being in the playoffs, and they liked it. I mean, we even got a couple of them in to play there in some key situations, and I mean, they got that experience of being in a playoff game, and they want to be back.
Right, and I want to just say this for Carrizo Springs Wildcats. It actually impressed me against that Navarro game, because a lot of people thought they were going to go there
shut up.
and I gave them a 50-point.
60 points.
I think Robert gave y'all.
And I said, matter of fact, coming down, I think, looking at the whole game, I think Carrizo's game was a little bit more impressive than Crystal's game. I'm thinking to an extent.
I wouldn't go that far.
Really? No,
See,
to an extent. Well, I think so.
That's why I don't invite you to other people's houses.
The reason I said that because in the halftime, Crystal was up, down 7-0. So,
Which was a great game.
Yeah, it was a good game considering how we were playing in the first half.
Yeah.
Well, both teams look real sloppy for Hondo and ourselves.
How did you keep your composure up there?
That was just a lot of mishaps in both sides. I don't think that cold was that big of an issue, but
It was
you know,
cold though.
No, it was the grass.
was.
We're not used to playing.
Being in that
blue grass.
press box, it was pretty warm.
I wouldn't know. I was in the press box.
So I
I'm
couldn't.
gonna have to take your word for that.
But it did get cold as soon as I got out, though.
I think it was hard for Felix to run on that Uvalde field. But honestly, God, I wish we could have played on artificial turf, honestly.
Well, and Honda looked like they would have benefited on that artificial turf as well, because that number 2 kid.
Yeah, he was
I mean,
everywhere. That guy.
And kudos to their coaching staff, because sometimes
They made the adjustments.
that's what you do. Sometimes you want to put the ball into the playmaker's hands, and that number 2 was the playmaker, and he wasn't doing it as a running back. So they did Wildcat with him. They put him on the receiver and put a bubble screen where he scored.
And he also returns punts and kickoff returns, and he's
we
pretty
kicked-
deadly back there.
And we kicked it
He
to
hurt
him.
us, I know that.
And we did kick it
We
too.
kicked it to him, and he scored on a pound return for a score for a touchdown and interception. He read that flat. I mean, that was just a
He's a
real
good player.
smart, aggressive young kid. I hope he's a senior though.
Yes, he is.
I wish him well.
Don't come back.
Don't come back. Because I don't know if I expressed myself, but I can't stand Honda.
I think you mentioned it once or twice.
Really, I don't
But
think
Rob,
I've heard that before.
Yeah, you want to throw out some stats here for
And I'm
the
glad
game?
Sinton is-
Do you have any stats on there?
Sinton is 38-2 right now.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And for that game, well, matter of fact, we on total yardage, we did a better job in Hondo right there. We had 321
yards total to their
272 in the Hondo, but Hondo really, when it came down to it, they had a lot more playmakers.
How about the first downs? I saw that we also beat them on first downs. We had 18 first downs compared to Hondo's 13 first downs.
Yeah, and they were saying that even they contained Felix the first under 100 in the whole season. So that's a good job on Hondo's side, anyways, to contain them a little bit. Now I know he got banged up a little bit around third quarter, right?
Yeah, he received some good hits, but they had an
Middle
off-stater.
linebacker, 30, number 32.
Yeah, they have an off-stater.
He's
He's
a
an
monster.
off-stater, that
Yeah, he's a
linebacker.
monster. He
Oh, but he also got blindsided a lot from the left side. I think he got hit like 2-3 times, and I think the second hit was the one that really rattled me.
Yeah. Well, and being up there with I could hear the coaches. I can tell you this: they were impressed with the Javelinas. They knew that we came to play, and that's what I really took pride in being up there, is hearing those coaches mad and hearing the broadcasting team saying,
Man.
"That boy can run. That number 12, he's beast." And I told them, "Well, we've seen this all year long, so."
Yeah, and the good thing is, I think this is the first time we can say that the Crystal City Javelinas, we're gonna reload. We're not so much rebuild. We're gonna reload a lot. And I know Austin Felix's brother is coming up, and he had some game time, and I know that's bringing up some keys. Like
And
running back.
the receiving core is coming back, and the receiving core
Sebastian's
did
gonna be
well.
there. I'm telling you, Coach, Crystal City becomes a passing team,
No, air raid all the way.
right?
No, I don't know.
Well, Carlos Flores.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
And let me ask you guys: did you guys notice where Carlos
What's your
Flores had that
Mr.
advantage on the edge? Because as a broadcaster, that's one of the things that just kept popping in my head. Why aren't we throwing it to number 3? Did you guys notice that
We were trying to establish the run so badly that and we did. Felix broke that one run for about 25, 30 yards, but we had a penalty, that holding.
Yeah.
So that really killed us. That just took the win, like kicking a nuts or something like that. That's what it was. So, other than that, look at the passing yards. We had 209 passing yards compared to Hondo's 148 passing yards.
Well, you have to understand those passing yards were like 8 minutes in the fourth quarter or something like that.
Yeah, but we passed. We could still pass.
Yeah. Well, and we had to pass, and
Yeah, exactly.
And we established that passing where we made it a game. They weren't. They weren't laying back and just letting us play there. They had to buckle up as well, and we went and scored twice. Back to back. That was pretty sweet.
Now, I know we haven't mentioned the final score.
It was a lot closer, Robert.
It was a close, Hondo 30, Crystal City 13.
The score doesn't it doesn't reflect
Like
what
the
happened
game.
on the field.
I don't know.
Yeah, we had some minus points on our end.
That's a 17-point game.
But it was 7-0 at halftime. 7-0 at halftime.
17-point game. Compared to all our other district teams that went and played in the playoffs, I think our game was a little bit closer. I know Carrizo got what, like 100,
50 to
102 to 0 or something like that.
No, it was 50 to 20.
And then
50 to 20.
Pearsall got
51.
They just got
51.
raided.
51.
They got
51 20, sorry.
They got real. They're like
What was that?
48 to 0. I think.
Who's that?
The words
Pearsall?
chew mean anything?
yeah. Pearsall last week they just got like jail raped or
Oh,
something.
48 to 0.
Yeah,
48 to 0.
48-0.
Wembley.
Yeah, Wembley just took a number on them.
And Divine beat Lido.
Yeah.
Any inside out of the game?
Just understand that our offense didn't kick in. The score was 7-6 at halftime, and they scored right before halftime. The score, we started off our first offensive possession, first play from scrimmage, we scored, and it was 6-0, and had a defensive mix-up, and they scored 7-6. We came out halftime, they had a pick six, and that changed the whole outlook of the game. But kudos to our defensive coordinator for calling a good game. Our defense stepped up and played. Offense just didn't match.
And I think that's what it was. In our part, our defense, first half, 7-0. I mean, actually, Hondo got the ball first, and it was a 3-and-out.
Right.
3-and-out. We got the ball. We just could not keep the offense, Hondo's offense, off the field.
Am I the only one that think in the first play when Chris had an offensively, I really didn't like that pass. They should have run it at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think they tried to throw him off and say, you know what, Chris was a running team, but that's our bread and butter. That's what we
I
got.
think we should have run first, load maybe pass later.
And also, Hondo's best player was in the secondary, number 2, Willie Kalman. He's their best player, and he is a ball hawk. He sees the ball very well.
And he knows how to.
And I'm sorry, if you scheme for him, you scheme away from him. That's just my thoughts.
he's
You
pretty
scheme
good.
away from that kid. He is a good athlete. You know?
Yeah. He made himself known in this ball game.
Oh, yes.
But you still hate Hondo.
I can't stand him.
If it wasn't against the law, I'd still shoot him out.
Like, I got you the shoes.
But other than that, the fan participation was there. I mean, could you see Chris?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that even the Hondo people know is that, wow, you have a bigger fan base than we do. It says, yeah,
I mean,
we'll come out.
the
We come
visitor
out.
side was packed. The band, and I think it was, and we got there like 30 minutes before the game, and I mean, luckily we had reserved seats, courtesy of your wife. That's why I gave her some hot cocoa.
Excuse me?
I mean, we took some hot cocoa in there, man. It was cold. It was cold. I know we took blankets and everything.
I was there an hour before the game. And I was in the press box. It was nice.
Yeah,
and
it was
warm.
cold.
I had to take off my sweater, guys.
I was in also shirt and boxer rubbing it. I don't know what you're talking about.
But that was a good game, man.
Yeah.
And we I think there's nothing but we can. I felt pride and nothing but something that we can build on. So that's what I got out of it, you know. But I think we could have done better.
And I think it's a great foundation that we can build now that, you know, Crystal City now, I remember, Bobby, me and you, when we were in football, I think every time we go out of town, it was homecoming.
Right. Everybody was dressed up to see us.
Yeah.
Everybody was best dressed.
Yeah, we were the welcome match.
we were the
Wait a minute.
we were the ticket to the playoffs.
They were scouting against 55.
But now we're actually going, and I mean, teams take us, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit serious.
And those who don't find out afterwards, as we noticed that even Poteet mentioned, you know, hey, these guys are for real. We didn't expect this from them. That's why they beat us.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and that's what we like to do. Now for next year, what do you want to see? Do we want to see a different schedule? Do we want a lighter schedule? Do we get harder teams?
Can't change the schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's set.
So we're set for 2 years. So
Set for
So
two
we're going to
years.
7 on.
Man,
next
we're
year.
going
Everything the
bracket.
same.
I hate bracket.
Everything the same.
I hope we can play Monte Alto several times.
No, we get Monte Alto here now.
Oh, no, halfway. I think we're
Halfway, probably.
Finally, same place.
That's right.
It's a little neutral site.
Yeah.
So
Probably playing Zapata on
so the Crystal Carrizo game is gonna be in Crystal this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's a good thing. We have my reserve seat, so that's great. It's good for me.
I might get reserved seats.
And it's expensive in Carrizo.
See, I want to get reserved seats,
Yeah.
but it seems like the quietest people are on the reserved seats.
Yeah. We need to change that.
You're gonna have to do
I need you
your
to. And
confession.
I'll get you some
my,
tickets.
Okay, give me some tickets.
¿Llegaste a Segovia?
Hey! Kudos to Segovia.
If it wasn't for him,
It was for
Crystal
him.
side would be.
Yeah, go back to Carrizo. It was too expensive. The water too expensive. The hot chocolate is too
They were robbing
expensive.
us,
They were $2. Hey, Lido, how much you sell the waters over there, Lido?
$3.
That's even worse over there.
On the visitor side only. On the visitor side only.
It's the oil
It's a good
business.
thing we're
Oil
paying
business.
Lido.
The oil boom. It's the oil
I was
boom.
gonna say, is everyone over there an oil field worker?
But I'll tell you this,
Fuel
man.
prices.
I'll tell you this. Lido so far in all the games we've gone, and you know we've gone to many games, Lido's had the best concession stand on the visitor side. Not only do they offer the basic foods and stuff like nachos and stuff, but they have plates, turkey legs. They got all this stuff.
We got to make money somehow.
And they go and pick you up.
They make
Oh
it.
yeah, they have
Hell yeah.
yeah, like
Come in.
yeah, they got
VIP.
I'm telling you.
Y eso que eres visitor.
Well, wait till you go to Poteet. Poteet's got menudo. They got chalupas. They got everything.
Man.
They
We gotta go.
pretty much-
Oh, we're gonna go play in Poteet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to put Poutine over there.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. So we make the playoffs next year.
I say yeah.
I say no.
I say
What?
Poteet is
Oh,
I say no.
what the hell is wrong with you?
Hey, Robert, I say we just need to be Poteet. I think
How much have you had to drink?
twice and again.
You tell me why we're not going to the playoffs.
Because Cristal doesn't do it when we're expected to win. We do better when we're underdogs. That's the reason why I say
But
that.
you know what? I still think we're going to be underdogs. I still, even though
I don't think so.
I think they're going to say, "Oh, it was all about Felix Sanchez." I'm telling you.
But you got his brother.
But yeah, and
We have no line.
we're going to get line. We got.
Well, somebody have to play.
Somebody's going to line up at line.
Well,
I tell you that right now.
Yeah, somebody's got to take the place.
Nah, I say we're just.
Well, you know,
No,
it's
like
a more
this
small
year,
district.
Poteet was
we might squeeze
a
in there,
ticket to
but
the
we're not going to do as good as this.
Tickets to the playoff, Poteet.
Now, the good thing about it might be worse next year. We might going to be facing Sentence District.
Why is it that every year?
Right? They switch them right every year. I think. They do.
No, I think
No,
it's
every
same,
2 years.
same
Is it?
thing, Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I thought
Because
they.
we ended up with Sinton twice.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought come on like.
So we'll have the same district next year. Then the following year it'll change again.
And you know what? I hope they throw us in there with Wembley and Novato. I'll tell you that much.
Not me.
Yeah,
Hey, well, you know what? Just to put it out there.
I'd rather play Lotto. Matter of fact, I wanted to play Lotto in
Yes,
the bell.
we was hoping that because that way it would be family.
there you
But
go.
let
the
me
reason
tell you
is
about Navarro's freshmen. I think their freshmen probably could have beat their varsity. So I don't know if you want to see Navarro.
Yeah.
Navarro's pretty stacked.
The reason I wanted to face Lido
Well,
because
Navarro
last time
lost
they
today.
beat Crystal in the playoffs, and I feel
Yes.
that
Yeah, Navarro got
Yes.
by
it
Sinton,
would be
right?
interesting.
No,
Yep.
no, I
Like an itch we can't scratch.
Oh, yeah, Cuero's been Novato.
Are they?
40-20 right
Well,
there.
Cuero's pretty good,
I
though.
think Laverne, the best team in this area is Laverne.
Laverne.
Laverne is tough.
Saw them on film the
They
other
some
day.
big boys.
Matter of fact, they're losing. Matter of fact, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Novato's losing out. But you know what?
Man, I wasn't impressed with them.
You know what? I wouldn't
We
mind.
moved the ball on them.
Yeah.
Just couldn't put it in the end.
I wouldn't mind going to somebody tough like that, and maybe you get in like third or fourth spot, kind of like Hondo and Lido did, and go match up against a Pearsall or a Divine even type deal for the playoffs. You know what I mean? Because right now our district, honestly, I'll be honest with you, I think our district was one of the weakest districts in the area.
It is the weakest.
It
Well,
was.
not only this year. It's been traditionally been.
No, not when we had
Yes, lately. Yeah.
Hondo, we had Lytle. That was
Divine.
divine. That we had a good,
Well,
strong
I don't know.
We're always fighting for third place, basically. You know,
Yeah.
Hondo Divine.
third and fourth almost. But if we go in and line up with a Navarro, a Wimberley, maybe a Lytle, hey, we might sneak in there in a fourth spot. And guess what? We'll play Carrizo.
Yeah, hey,
I'll take it.
Chorizo's gonna be better.
You know what, Robert? Every time we have that, he's always against us, Robert.
No. You know, hey, I'm here too.
He is.
Sometimes
It's the beer that's talking now.
Sometimes the truth hurts. The truth hurts.
Just like the truth you said about Poteet.
Hey, that was a long shot right there. I admit it.
Well, anyway.
But I did predict Hondo, Ovado's going to lose.
Oh, that was it.
Well, let's do this. Let's take a little break, and we'll come back. We'll regroup.
We'll
talk.
see the final standings of this
Yeah,
year.
we want to hear the line, the
You'll be
final.
surprised.
And but anyway, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The Other Guy Sports Show. All right, Hog Nation, welcome back to another segment of the Other Guy Sports Show. Great talk. You know, of course, Robert over there trying to. Dang it! You're gonna give me a freaking heart attack.
Well, I'm telling you, next year we're gonna struggle. We're gonna struggle, and I'm not afraid to say it.
You know what? Let's make a deal. If we win first 3 games, you give me your reserve seats. Right there.
The first 3 games.
First 3 games.
Nah, we're not gonna win the first 3 games.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about.
We're gonna lose. I don't know. I'll save it to next year. I don't want to go into it right now. But we'll you know, I'll take it back. We'll make it a playoff, but you know, just because Coutinho's so bad, that's literally the reason why. So you know, that's why I said that.
Anyway, so how do we do?
How do you do for the year?
Well,
How do we do throughout the year?
let me just cover the other
Mr.
score.
Computer Guy.
The other scores we covered, I know we covered a district, like I mentioned, on La Prior, on their by district, they beat Agua Dulce 67 to 20. So that was impressive and then makes sense because you don't know what you're going to get with La Prior. Sometimes they lose, sometimes they win.
Well, Lutz is not very good though.
It's a mixed bag.
But they're playing they're playing what, Fall City tonight?
Yeah, Fall City.
I think
Ball City's pretty damn good.
Yeah, they're struggling right now.
Big time right now.
Yeah, so in the other game, my Ovalde lost against Victoria West.
God dang it, Uvalde,
47
man.
to 28.
They don't come.
That's surprising.
Yeah, that's a little, no, not really. Maybe for you, but not for me. I predicted to win.
I saw the light. Oh wow.
No, because
Uvalde's gonna be good. I
No,
thought Uvalde had a
because
good
they were
season.
struggling the last few games,
sorry.
and they're not covered district.
Yeah, but they played some tough teams there too, though.
But they matched them against Somerset. They beat Southside. What?
Southside lost too.
Might as well.
But what do you? I mean, but even like that, Robert. I mean, technically, on paper, Uvalde should have won.
Not really.
Oh my God! God.
Sorry.
Oh, Mr. Contradiction.
You know what?
They didn't change your name from the truth to Mr. Contradiction.
What did they contradict?
Mr. Counter.
I predicted correctly. How's that contradicting?
Oh, wait. Yeah, wait.
You was going
he
against the
picks
grain.
Uvalde, so he lives on that, but yet he picked Poteet to beat Carrizo.
That's true.
That hurt.
My only wrong pick
Guys,
of the season.
guys, we're gonna talk pigs. I want to find out who's
Wait,
the leader of that.
let me cover the last game. The last game, Carolyn beat Somerset 57 to 14, and I also
Damn.
picked,
Surprising.
and I also picked Carolyn to win.
Shut up. Shut up.
So it's how you finish, huh?
Exactly.
And that magic,
That's what she said.
that magic 8 ball is working good for you. Huh?
So anyway, to recap the whole season, out of 109 picks,
We picked 109.
out of 109 picks in the whole football season.
Go from last place to first place. Wow.
Okay, last place. Drum roll. Okay, no surprise, David.
How many did I pick?
66.
Correct.
66 out of 109.
109, which is 61%.
Hey, that's passing in my books right there.
In college, that's passing.
We're going to college on
In
that.
college, I would be getting my doctorates right now.
Uvalde, you're gold.
Oh, yeah.
Here's your diploma,
I'm
sir.
Alpha, Beta, and Kappa.
Magna cum laude.
So on third place is Alvaro at 69
The college graduate.
at 63%.
Ooh.
Okay, I made a run on my last few picks. So.
Shut up,
And second place, it's moi at 70 correct picks.
1 point. 1 point, I know.
Wow.
And Bobby got 71.
Oh, barely skinned it out.
So it's like
65%.
So the winner is.
It's Mr. Castillo.
Just say it.
Nobody remembers second place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So thank you guys. Thank you.
so you're buying dinner for everyone.
That's beginner's luck right
I'll
there.
tell you that much. I'll tell you about. They'll remember more the person who got last than they got second. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, wait, how much?
I have to agree with you on that.
Right,
one.
right.
Yeah.
Everybody say who lost all of it. Oh, David did.
Yeah, they remember first and last. Never in the middle. Never in the middle.
David's 6'6".
I'm telling you.
66. So you were how many? You were like 5 games behind the pace here.
That's it. 5 games behind you guys.
That was some good picking there, guys.
Yeah, we'll pick.
But there can only be one winner, though.
I think think my daughter could have picked better than us. I think.
Well, let me finish through, and we have some college picks. We have some NFL
Oh,
picks.
yeah,
Let me cover that real quick.
Hey, we got to do some college today.
I tell you right now, Texas is gonna beat.
Okay, out of-
TCU and make it to some big goal.
There you
Out
go,
of
talking.
45 picks.
On the
45
college,
on
on
the
the
college. College. Let's
All
go.
right, I'd kick y'all
Let's
ass
go.
on this
Let's go last again. David again.
Oh,
I was
that
expecting
stinks.
my name to be called out. There.
Go, David at 26%. No, excuse me,
Yay.
at 26 picks. At 58%.
That's still not bad.
And then it's Bobby at 27 correct picks. Then
Your
it's
coin
a
flip
tie
didn't work
between
too well.
Robert and myself and Alvaro at 28 picks.
Bobby's coin flip didn't
Three
do him
games
justice.
difference
Oh,
from last to first.
though.
Hey, it got you the high school picks.
Yeah.
How about NFL? How about NFL?
NFL, we're doing worse than NFL. I don't know. Out of 38
Yeah, 'cause y'all picked
correct
the
picks,
Cowboys.
out of 38 correct picks, let's start from the. Matter of fact, there's a three tie for the
Three-way
last three-way tie. Let's start with David with 21. 21, Bobby at 21, myself at 21, and Alvaro wins it at 22.
Wow. The margin of victory.
Yeah.
And they were pretty bad though, 55%, and Alvaro with 58% win.
Yeah, that's the way we do it. That's the way we do it, brother.
So we should stick with high school football instead.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
So it was.
Let's average out the first place to me for overall.
So anyway, great picks. I suck, but you know what? Because I'm a man on the edge. I go for it all.
You push the envelope.
I do.
You live on the razor's edge.
Except for
I'm not a
Steve.
follower. I make my own path.
You're a trendsetter.
I'm a trendsetter.
Remember, you picked Lionel to win, so on the game.
Hey, I like Lionel. So after that, what do we got?
Well, let me cover some games that we're gonna maybe cover on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
I know that Divine Yoakum, I think Divine lost in that one. Pearsall Fall City,
Horribly.
Fall City won that one.
Yeah, they beat La Pryor 34-12 tonight.
Shiner Mason also.
Shoot punchers.
Mason Punchers.
Punched out the beer.
What Shiner? What was it? Their mascot name? Shiner.
Beer.
Comanches.
Comanches. Shiner beer. I'll drink to that.
But let's talk about Saturday's game.
Oh, and we're gonna be there.
At the,
Alamo Dome.
Well, at the Alamo Dome. Matter of fact, I was thinking about in Saturday's game. DeSoto, number 8. And
Oh, they're playing up there in Dallas.
Allen in Dallas, so that's a hell of a game.
Yeah.
That'll be a hell of a game right there.
Even Wimberley and Orange Grove, so that should be a hell of a game too. And Steele, Brenham, Steele's number 9, Brenham's number 5.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
6,
hell of a
number
game.
6 in the state.
Number 1 and 2 in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Now my pick, matter of fact, one of my favorite games also, they're gonna play. I don't know if they're gonna play this one in Dallas or not. Denton Geyer playing with South Lake Carroll.
They're playing tomorrow at Cowboy Stadium.
Cowboy Stadium.
Tomorrow night,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
Tomorrow
one,
night.
10th ranked, number 2 ranked,
Yep.
In the state.
and the state. Oh man, so it's gonna be. There's a lot of great football left. A lot of great football left.
And I think, if anything, this has been like for the first time that we've been following football for a while. This second round is freaking awesome. I'll be honest. A lot of great teams are matched up really quick. In a way, it's kind of sad because a lot of these teams have the potential to go and play in the state championship easily.
Yeah.
But that was a beer popping right there. Isn't it?
Not on the radio though.
Honestly, it feels kind of weird, being a Friday and not going to any high school football game.
Well, we could have, but we're saving ourselves for tomorrow.
Yeah, for tomorrow, what
It's kind of like a marriage, Robert. You save yourself for that wedding night. You know?
No, but what I'm saying, because we're so
I'm
used
glad
to
you
watching
said that.
Bristol.
You can't give it up to
somewhere else.
I would have taken that
I
somewhere.
want to finish right away. Oh, that's not the way it is. That's not the way it works.
He didn't put it.
I want to watch Sports Center. And I have the headache.
I thought it was all about me. All about me right there.
But anyway, these are great games that we're gonna go see. So I mean, what can we say? It's got a lot of. I mean, actually, the playoffs go all the way to what, December?
Yeah, December.
Before Christmas, baby?
So, week before Christmas.
What
So.
was that championship one, like around 11th or so? No, I think so.
Yeah.
And so that's Laura Rodriguez that you hear right now on the
In the
show,
back.
and Erica and them. Just they want to say hi, girls. And,
Hi, ladies.
hi, ladies.
And some great enchiladas. Just
Oh
throw that
yeah,
out.
we'd like to give props to Amy for giving us great enchiladas and rice and beans.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys.
Great meal. Great meal.
Great meal, guys.
And also, I'd like to take this opportunity if maybe next season we can get some sponsors.
Yeah.
Any potential sponsors listening out there?
If
Oh, yeah.
you like the
Sure
show.
use your help.
Anybody like Hooters, you know, Cucas Diablitas,
Tap room.
Tap room. Those guys that hang out at Robert's Bakery. It seems like they always have money.
Safety services.
They always seem to have beer in their hands. They got money.
They got money. So
Well, they be here. I want to say the duck pound, right?
the so anyway, so high school's still out there. So we got all the way to about December 25th before
I'm still looking up the date.
for the championship. Remember when the championships were the Alamo Dome?
Yeah.
That was freaking awesome.
That
We
was
actually got a chance to see Ulysses Trinity. Salt Lake Carroll came and played.
Yeah, I was out a couple times.
That was when what's the name? Quarterback.
Todd Dodge.
Riley something? No?
Riley Dodge.
Riley
Yep.
Dodge, right?
And as we say that, I was just thinking to myself, but I wish that our high school guys, our younger classmen, would follow, this to watch those football games.
And we
Because
they
back
need to
then,
go see this thing.
back
learn a
then
lot.
that's what I remember. My older brother Danny Castillo, when he would take me there. He's like, I need to see how these guys play, and I remember being there. I was like, I can compete with those guys,
And that's and you see that through
They're not all that bigger. They're not, you just see a lot of execution. You see,
the discipline they have.
no guys complaining to coaches. Nobody throwing their arms up. Nobody complaining. And that's what you see. And then when you go back, that's what it takes to get to that position. So
Well,
I wish your kids would follow.
Too big.
But that's why I've always liked Port Lavaca, Calhoun. It's mainly Hispanic oriented community, and they're not per se the biggest team there is, but they execute very well their offense, their defense. I don't know. It just seems like. Honestly, they play with 11 players, but it looks like they're playing with 13. Honestly, they're swarming to the ball, which is great, and I hope so. And maybe we can make some calls later, and let some kids know, hey, get out there,
Go to the Alamo Dome.
yeah, go to the Alamo Dome, go check it out. But anyway,
Take the Via bus.
Bobby, I would like to say might be a good opportunity right now to any outcome on the basketball season. I know basketball is right here, and what do you see? And
The Javelinas are predicted to win the district. They're,
really?
they're ranked first in our district. And I think they're. At least I feel that we'll be able to go at least 4 games deep in our playoffs. I think the core team is still in effect. We're losing 2 key seniors, Ferlan and Matt, from last year's team, which were really key to their success last year. But just seeing today's game, the first game they lost to Eagle Pass was hearing, because I wasn't there at the game, but hearing some, the parents will give you all the one-on-one and all things happen. And,
what happened?
and I heard that the guys just didn't show up to play, And today's game, it was against Cole High School, and they were pretty much a lot of big black kids, and they could dunk the ball all over.
That's where Shaquille played.
Yeah,
Won a
and
state championship there.
so those guys will look,
1989.
they look intimidating, but the Javelinas actually pulled it off, 50-41 tonight's game, and they played a hell of a game, is what I saw. Coach Flores did a well job, and we were there, and somebody said, well, that's a different team that played against Eagle Pass. And I said, well, that's how basketball is. Sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're not, And we hit some good
Lakers
3-pointers.
tonight?
Lakers.
What
Oh man, Lakers! What about
the Lakers? Oh man, the Lakers are gonna be awesome. That's one of the best franchises in the
Throwing a
NBA.
nice air ball.
Yeah, maybe
Kobe.
Kobe he had a lot of money right there. Kobe.
What's going on? What's going on here?
So
Kobe
much.
is gonna be making a lot of money.
So much money and so unproductive. I mean, how
What?
do you explain that?
He's like 30. He's like 30 some points.
I think I just need 5 more Kobe's in that team.
That's the part right there.
They can't afford it. They're paying it all to Kobe.
The Lakers would love to pay the franchise
Well,
taxes.
Nash is coming, right? Nash is coming around.
No, he retired.
He's
He's
got
assistant
nerve
coach
damage
now.
He retired. He retired. He did.
No, but
Smart man, smart
we got
man.
Wesley Johnson playing real good for the Lakers. I think he's gonna be a key player, and
Is that a foreign player?
Mr.
I've never heard that guy before.
no, he's a great player. Guys are
That's that guy from
causing
India,
trouble
right?
here.
From India.
We're not the Spurs.
Spurs are getting
who are-
somebody.
who are not-
Get another one.
Oh.
international team. We're actually all Americans in that team. American. But I love the Spurs too, man. The Spurs are an awesome team. But the Lakers are just my team since back in '75.
That's good.
I'm an Urban Magic Johnson fan, so loyal to Magic.
Brian,
The Lakers.
was it Scott and all those?
Byron Scott, Michael Cooper, all those guys.
Man,
Kurt
you go
Rambis.
way back there.
I
You
saw
go
them all.
back, man.
I celebrated 10 championships with the Lakers already. And you guys
Oh,
are
rub that in, huh?
You guys are halfway there, you know. But, so I know how you guys feel. I felt that back in '88. You know, when we won the 5th time. You know, it was like, wow. Can we stop winning? And then we just did it again 5 more times.
You're
Now,
like,
you know,
you're like, stop, please, already, stop.
I can't keep buying all these caps and shirts. You know?
It's getting expensive.
The championship replica trophy.
The first 5 my dad had to pay. The second half was on me. I was already an adult. So
All those Lakers championship boxers you have a collection
I
of.
still have them. So let's talk about football now. Lakers great franchise though.
Oh yeah. I'll give it to them. But anyway, football, it's still here. It's still alive. And honestly, to be honest, when it comes to football, high school football, I think Texas, if anything, is kind of like the mecca of football. I mean, yeah, you have your big states, Florida, California, and stuff like that. But when it comes to recruits, and it's funny, you see Oklahoma, you see Nebraska, Washington a lot, all these other than maybe Florida and some California teams, you see these kids where they're playing in Division I teams, and you see them from Texas.
Hometown Texas. Yeah.
Man, you know what? Because we feed them raw cows. That's what it is.
No, I mean
Good old fashioned beef.
and what it
beef
is,
and cornbread.
and you just said it there, David. Is basically Texas. Just we pride ourselves in some football, and it's bigger in Texas.
And it is so hard.
Big state.
And I'll tell you, it's so hard to be a caliber team like, say it's, not Salt Lake Carroll. They've dropped down a little bit more, but
Yeah,
kind of like
they're still competitive.
Katie's always
Houston,
competitive all the time. Cibolo Steel now has been consistent, stuff like that.
And most of the time is those rural cities that are real close to those big towns. Like Katy is basically
Yeah.
Houston,
Right.
and you're basically able to pick those little players to come in and join a good program.
Farm out your players.
And it's easier for them. It's like Somerset and even Lido can get some players that won't be able to play for a Holmes team or some big team.
Right.
You go to Lido, they're a starter, and they're that's
They're pretty good.
that's what it is. And we're down here, and what do we have to offer? Besides
And-
Del Monte,
PFS.
But we also
shot at PFS.
Border Patrol.
We welcome.
Well, I know Carrizo had that oil boom now.
Oil boom has helped.
We're not getting a lot. We're not getting a lot. Of
Well, I know
players
that
or many.
Michael Ross was that big oil boom they had. back
Oh
then.
yeah, Michael Ross walk in there for a long time.
But like Somerset has grown from 3A when we were a 3A, and now they're a big 4A, which is now a 5A division. So Somerset is grown up
Yeah.
a little bit, but now they're competing.
And there's coaches, that they.
Oh yeah.
And these are programs.
Not so much recruit, but they attract.
But they have the coaching. I mean,
Yeah.
they got NFL type coaching going
Well,
out there.
no offense, but they pay. I mean, they
Yeah.
pay their coaches and they're well paid. I mean, that's the thing.
Look at that, Bobby. They pay.
As a school board member, I'm willing to pay. Just so you know, guys.
All right, we got him.
I'm on tape.
we got him on tape now.
It's easier to
Yeah, in bigger cities. I mean, those guys.
hire
That's all they
people to
do.
move down here.
That's all they do. They they coach and they get paid. I mean,
They don't have to teach the
And,
party who do
and they're
class.
specializing in that, you know.
oh yeah.
But just as a board member, you know, but it is in this area or basically in Texas, it's so hard for any AD to be able to get coaches because they have to be teachers first, you
Yes,
know, and
exactly.
that's like the hardest thing where. You know, we got to concentrate on academics first,
Yep.
and it makes it so tough where that's your priority, you know. So when you get a teacher, you got to select the guy who's going to get the grades,
Yep.
you know. But and then I've always said, you know, a great coach has to be a great teacher
Oh, yeah.
first. Those are your best coaches. You know, those there's people that can do
Yeah.
whole rah, can't teach the
Right.
classroom. That tells me he can't put a curriculum in place in the classroom. I don't think he can put a football curriculum in the field. So
Exactly.
If I was a coach, I'd be coaching health ed. So
They don't teach health no more.
Yeah.
They don't have health no more in school.
Underwater basket weaving with our new
Yeah.
pool.
and Wendy Davis lost the election, so we got Greg Abbott, which is gonna be a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
oh, there
So
you go.
he's not for.
Yeah.
He's those mandated,
Yeah.
unpaid mandates. You have to teach this, and we got to cut. So
Yeah.
one of the things to
If I be,
cut was health.
maybe I'll be mime 101.
I just teach football. It's
But-
make class of football.
The only
Yeah,
thing,
history football.
The only thing
Yeah,
that's
there you go.
been great for
Yeah.
coaches now has been that 20-year rule. If you've
Yeah.
taught for 30 years and coached for 20 years,
Yeah.
you don't have to teach in a classroom. You can actually go coach
Yeah,
just on a
exactly.
stipend alone.
Really?
And those are, if you can find some retired good coaches.
Oh yeah.
You know,
And they
that's
just wanted to just coach.
and those are, you know, they don't have to be pulled out of the classroom, and that's something that ADs should be looking at. All ADs around
Yeah.
Texas,
Yeah.
you know.
And that's what a lot of people don't realize is that most of your coaches are in the classroom from 8 to 3:30 preparing lesson plans,
And then they
you know,
gotta go
doing
out
grading
there.
papers, and then they got to go out there and have a game plan set, and then still watch film and do all
That's
that.
why that's why I
Yeah.
have the utmost respect for any coach out there because
Yeah.
you have to hear it from the parents in the classroom and the parents on the playground. So it's tough, man.
Oh, yeah.
You can't just say it's so easy. You can't be yelling at a coach if you don't even
I
understand
agree on
the whole
that point.
purpose. You know?
That's true.
So
Well, but before we stop on the high school, Rob, you got anything else on the high school?
No, that's pretty much it. Matter of
Okay.
fact.
So just another great praise to our young men, especially our seniors that are
that was
leading.
a great senior class. I mean, they stepped up. We first week, David, we talked about them, how they stepped up and really got behind
Yeah.
their coach.
Fought through those
and-
hard seasons,
so-
previous seasons.
Yeah, the previous season they weren't winning much, but that was a good group, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was really happy for them. But Robert seems to see that our underclassmen won't be doing so good. But
No,
I think
we're gonna be young. I think we're gonna have athletes. I'm like, but we're gonna be young, and I'm just have a feeling that
well, I see.
being favorite is gonna be tough.
You like
It is
playing the
gonna be tough.
underdog better than.
No, I just
Everybody likes.
no,
the
no, it's
underdog.
like I like it. That's because that's what I've seen. And you know,
As
I think
coach.
in previous years when Crystal is favorite, this we stunk.
Well, when have we been favorite?
We had some seasons. I don't have that information from me, but it's been in my experience. I've seen that before,
Honestly, I mean, well, before,
and I've seen a lot of football.
Yeah, and that's it. I've seen a lot of football, but I've never seen ourselves. How would I say? I've gotten used to saying, let's win 1 or 2 games and we're okay.
No. And I'm gonna say, I don't be negative. Come on, of course, I want Crystal to win.
Surprise!
There's a shocker
Well,
there.
no, but you have to be.
Well-
it will really be a boring show. Everybody agreed.
Yeah. Well, Robert, I just want to say that success breeds success, and sometimes that's what it takes to to spring up some hidden talents or people that didn't want to play. Now they started wanting to join, and that's what we need. We need people. This community rose up to the occasion. I hopefully now that the kids is my son's 5 years old, he was excited to see those players.
Yeah.
So hopefully that motivates him to get into a program.
I think this
I
year,
want to become an athlete.
I think this year we made it exciting.
Yeah.
To watch it.
It's like our basketball program. Our basketball program, wasn't successful for a while there, and then all of a sudden we started winning. Guess what? We have like 30 teams that play off all year round for our kids, and look what we're doing, man. We're going to.
And it shows in our community because when we had Mr. Segura here as a guest he mentioned that now prior to like maybe 3 years, 4 years back, all the kids were all out. They weren't sitting; they were on. Walking around behind the benches and stuff like that. Now he hasn't had that problem. You have your kids still, but not as much as before because they're out there watching the game. Yeah. They're being part of the game, which is part of being. Not only do the kids have a responsibility to coach, but I think the fans have a responsibility as well to be part of the game.
Yeah.
Because if we're there to criticize only, Robert,
Point fingers.
That's what I'm here for.
That bleacher coach.
That's what I'm here for.
or the Monday morning quarterback. But they did great things this year.
I'm saying they did good.
Yeah, they did.
But next year will be. That's something to look for next year.
But remember, and during midseason, I gave a grade. It was pretty high, and you guys were surprised.
That's true, Robert. Because I gave him a C and you gave him a B plus.
I gave him a B
minus. It was a B minus, though.
I'm still stuck that you gave him a B plus.
So I give him a B because expectation going into it, that was pretty surprising. They did real well.
Yeah. Well, regardless, it's done with. Season's over. Basketball started. And
the girls' basketball team is doing well. I think they're gonna go far this year. They have a very talented group.
I'll tell you,
it was a good game, right, Billy?
Yeah. It's a young team. They were able to beat
Eagle Pass, right?
Eagle Pass, and Eagle Pass coach was irate.
Brian.
The girls are gonna be awesome. They have a young group, a good set of juniors, and some sophomores coming up. They're gonna be successful, but. Basketball is doing real well in Cruise City right now.
Yeah, and then not only that, a lot of sports are coming up as well.
And cross country, softball,
baseball.
Softball took a dip there, last year, and hopefully this year.
I'll tell you about
I
this,
see some promising kids.
Get ready when it comes to softball. We're going to be putting more banners and more signs on there on the softball against the.
Get those stats.
Yeah, and as the Athletic Booster Club, we just bought some awesome bats for the girls. We bought some 4 nice, very expensive bats. Hopefully,
if they're less than 300, get your money back because we don't want them.
They were all over $400, and they were nice bats.
That's good.
So the coach texted me. She was very excited. And
what's the coach's name?
Arce.
Yeah, Coach Arce
from Zapata, right?
From
She has
Zapata.
Zapata, I think she's really.
She's really excited.
Yeah,
she's pretty excited, and she's ready to go, man. And Coach Alvarado the same way. We got some bats as well, and
good
because we're here as a booster club. We're here to boost our kids, and all I want in return is to go stop by the concession stand or help us out in fundraisers because that's where our money's going. It's gonna go back to our kids, and we're going from junior high to high school. We wanna make. Make sure they have what they need to be productive kids.
Because I think we have, I know me and Abby were talking earlier, we have a great young group of girls that are coming up already. This is going to be the second wave of softball girls that we've been coaching since they were smaller. Yeah. And so we got about maybe 2 or 3 more waves of girls that are coming up.
And that goes back to the success because I know that softball, all of a sudden when Gio Gonzalez was here, he started off some bad seasons. Man, he took that and turned it around and had some great seasons, and the success started breeding a lot of little girls coming up, and I've seen that a lot of girls are starting up, and that's what it takes, so
because they see these older girls, and you know what? When my girls were playing softball, and the thing is, I tell them, I go, your goal is right now is to learn the basics and know how to play the game, because when it comes down to it. Over there, and I would always point to the high school softball field. I go, that's your main stage. That's what your goal is.
That's where it matters.
And
shine.
That's where your time to shine, right there. Lay javelina. Be to it and respect it and play hard. Yeah. But anyway, let's take a quick break and then we'll come back, go over some college and some NFL, and we'll wrap it up for the last time until next season. For the Other Guys Sports Show.
I think it was a hell of a season. So
don't cry, Bobby.
It was a good season. It was a good season.
All right. But anyway, we'll be right back, and we're gonna wrap it up with some college and some NFL. The Other Guys Sports Show. Very good college. All right, Hawk Nation, welcome back to our last segment. God dang it! That's it. After this, Robert, yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're
We're
gonna
done.
spank you and go to night. Go to sleep.
Hey, you never know. We might have a basketball special. Who knows?
Oh,
Right, Bobby? Or no?
Hey,
Maybe.
by demand, hey, sometimes you have to listen to
Maybe,
the fans.
maybe.
well, if that's the case, then we'll have a softball special too.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Uh-huh.
Heck yeah.
What happened?
We should be the announcers for the softball games.
Yes, they need
Me and you.
announcers.
We're like, hello, ladies and gentlemen, to
Is that
Javelina
really?
Stadium.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Especially that you know them all.
I'll sign you up, guys.
Yeah, sign us up. We'll be there in speakers.
We need some for baseball too.
Testicles, 1, 2,
No.
1, 2.
Softball, softball.
Testicles, balls and bats, 1, 2, 4. But anyway,
You might have a public outrage. You're the next Adrian Peterson.
stepchild.
We're gonna go back to our sessions.
And Adrian Peterson, I like to, in his defense, he texted his kid, and his kid said he loved him. I love you, Dad. Can I go spend the night at your house?
Exactly.
Yes.
You know. So hey, what are they trying to tell us? We can't spank our children.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the case. My mom would have been arrested.
Mine too.
My grandfather would have been
Same
arrested.
thing for my grandmother.
We all would have been parentless.
No, but back then you never had cell phones with cameras, so it was different back then.
Yeah.
There was no proof that they used the garden hose.
Yeah.
O las coa.
Let's go on.
O la grillos trying to get you off the tree.
If I owe anybody my quick hands was for my mom. I stopped that bill several times in my house.
Made me get it worse though, but
Yeah.
But it's all right. But anyway, new times, new
it
generation.
made me the man I am today.
That's right. But hey,
Still cry at night though.
Cry myself, I wake
Ese
up crying.
Bengay.
I still wet my bed over paper like that.
No reasons.
No reasons whatsoever. Uncontrolled bladder.
De puro coraje.
You're right, AB, on a moment.
But anyway,
You need a hug, Evie.
Come here, come here.
come here. You need some love.
That tickle, guys. That tickles. Let's go.
Yeah,
That's just my beard.
my beard. That's all. I'll shave tomorrow.
We need more beer. That's what we need.
Anyway, so high school's over. It's in the past. We're gonna go watch some games. You know, hell of a games. Too.
Yeah, we recommend everybody to go out there and you know.
Yes.
See, the games.
there's things other than Savannah County or Dimmitt County or for any other county. I mean, there's other teams out there that are still playing. And honestly,
To see games in the highest level, it's a beautiful thing.
and only that, you can also compare and say, you know what? I mean, they're not that faster than us, or they're not bigger than us. There's some, of course, your 6A schools, of course. I mean, over there they just breed them in laboratories or something like that. But your regular 3A, 4A.
Yeah, I remember seeing Odessa Premier when I went, and they were all the offensive line because I was a center and offensive lineman, and that offensive line was just
I thought you
small.
played quarterback.
No, I think the coach probably wanted that, but no.
I refused.
I refused. I said I can just be a better lineman.
Why choice?
Yeah, I was
Good man, good man.
I only ran a 5.2 in my 40, so
Oh, yeah.
that was pretty slow. Fast for a lineman is slow.
There you go.
Yeah.
But anyway, go out there. You're out there, out of town. Go catch Friday Night Lights. They're still out there until late December, mid-December.
That inspired me for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what we need for our kids to get inspired.
But let's get some college games, Bobby. I know you really try. Oh, here comes a quarter. Oh, shoot.
I don't know, guys. Well, you guys made me watch some college football, and I thank you for that, guys, because college football is a pretty
There was some
awesome
exciting.
game. Yeah.
Good game.
Did you see the Kansas State TCU game?
Yeah,
Did anybody see that one?
that was a good one. That was real good.
Kansas State wasn't supposed to.
Alvaro, did you see
Challenger.
that?
It wasn't.
No, I was
State.
too focused on the Texas Oklahoma State game.
Who won?
Texas, well,
What?
going to the Poinsettia Bowl or
To
something
the
like
Egg
that.
Bowl or something like that?
Down to the San Diego Credit Union.
The
Bowl.
Vide Salud?
Credit Union Bowl.
Little Caesars Bowl or something like that.
Vide Salud Bowl.
But a bowl nonetheless.
Yeah.
But it's you guys haven't
bowl
picked
or something
there.
like that.
But anyway, let's
Paisanos Bowl.
get into some games. What do we got? We got USC. They're ranked number 19 in the nation against UCLA, ranked number 9 in the nation.
Where are they playing at?
They are playing
California.
Wow.
It's a big California
It's-
rivalry.
What was it? There's only no. Now I'm not gonna say anything. There's only two things that come out of Texas.
You said you weren't going to say.
There's only steers and queers.
And boy, you don't look like a steer. Pretty much that leaves one option.
So they're playing in Rose Bowl, Pasadena, California. So it's pretty much neutral ground. I mean, yeah, it's you see,
There's only 12 miles that separate those two campuses.
So what do you think, Bobby? What does your magic coin tell you?
Let's find out here, man.
I'm saying right now, UCLA all the way. I hate USC. They're gonna lose.
I'm surprised USC is even ranked.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
surprised too.
they're pretty good. They're not bad.
I know they were struggling early in the season,
Yeah,
though.
but they've kind of got some.
Looks like
There
they're
it
coming
is.
around, though.
There it is.
Magic.
Wow, USC.
USC. Wow.
I'm going with UCLA in that one, too. I'm going with Alabama. I'm going with Smart Guy.
He's got a college degree, so I think I'll go with him. UCLA Bears. I think they're gonna.
USC is double.
USC double. Wow. What do you like, Amy? USC Trojans or UCLA Bears?
The Golden Bears.
Golden Bears.
The
I don't know.
underdog was.
How does it win? How does it pretty good?
There you go. How about you?
Mr. First Place.
How about you?
I'll have to align myself with Alvaro as well.
Yeah.
Oh wow, USC, you're
Yeah, one with the
Lone
underdog.
Wolf McQueen right there.
I'm just going with the stats here. I'm just going with the
coin.
stats.
What about the coach over here? The coach?
I'll take the Trojans.
The Trojans.
What the hell? The only Trojans I know is my condoms.
What's that? What's that?
Sheepskin. Damn it, boys.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, don't you love being off of radio? Off of radio is just anything. So anyway, so
Let's
the
go.
Battle of
Next one.
California, USC, so pretty much majority UCLA, right?
I see LA too.
Yeah, you go.
I'll go with Ookla.
Oklahoma. Next game we got here, we got Oklahoma State 5-5 against Baylor Bears 8-1. And what are they ranked right now? Baylor Bears like fifth or sixth?
No, Baylor.
No, they're like
They-
7
7 or
drop?
8, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Porque I know there were controversy because they beat TCU and
They beat TCU.
they're below TCU.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the biggest thing, the strength schedule, I think they played like puff cakes
Yeah.
the first 3 games.
And Oklahoma State's been doing
Como
pretty
division,
bad. So
division
it's not
3
gonna be-
schools or something like that.
Yeah, they're going to have to win pretty
Like that
handily.
school to the death.
Got to go with Baylor.
Yeah, I'm going to Baylor too.
Baylor Bears.
You know, it won't take too much.
Yeah. Actually, right now, Alabama's ranked number 1, number 2 is Oregon, Florida State is number 3, and Mississippi State is number 4.
After losing, they're
After
still in the
losing.
playoffs.
But let me ask you this. Do you all agree with Alabama moving up so much after beating Mississippi State, though?
And Mississippi State was the best team in the nation,
they're
and
number
they
one.
beat them. And then,
That's fair.
I mean, the score seems close, but Alabama pretty
Yeah,
much
but yet
dominated
Florida
that game.
State is 10-0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like Alabama.
But Florida State's playing the ACC.
Yeah, but Florida State has struggled against some pretty average teams.
But at
I
the
mean,
end, if they got
Yeah.
the most wins, everybody else has a loss. Alabama is 9-1. They lost against. Oh gosh, who did they lose against? Was it Texas A&M?
No, Alabama?
Uh-huh.
No, they lost against LSU.
Oh,
didn't they?
yeah, LSU.
Or Georgia, something like that. I think I want to say LSU.
And then they got Oregon. Oregon lost 1 as well. They're 9-1. Florida State undefeated. They're 10-0. And then Mississippi State, which they lost to Alabama. But they went down pretty much on the rankings. And then, of course, you have TCU number 5 and then Ohio State. I like Ohio State. They played
they're
tough.
pretty good.
Yeah, but their conference is real weak, though.
They're coming
Yeah.
out of the Big Ten. Last time that happened, they got destroyed in the championship
Yeah,
game.
they did.
Yeah, they did. But but either way, I like TCU. But God dang it, I really don't like Baylor ranked all the way down to number 7.
No, I don't either. I mean, they beat.
But they still got a
their
lot of
schedule
games.
Hasn't been that tough.
Not
Yeah.
really. They don't have too many games. No, maybe 2 more games. That's it. No, the
That's
season.
it.
That's what I mean. But these are critical games.
But yeah, but I think they're gonna need some help. Honestly.
Yeah, the only way they'll get in
Uh-huh.
is if
So
Florida
talk to me,
State
Bobby.
loses
What you
out.
like? Oklahoma State Cowboys
I'm going with the Bears.
or Baylor Bears? Green and gold.
Baylor Bears, green and gold.
I like Baylor Bears as well. What do you got, Amy? Baylor or Oklahoma?
I like Baylor.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Baylor it is.
Oklahoma State.
That's from my.
Oh, you.
What the hell?
I was crazy.
Listen to
right
me.
there.
They're 5-5.
Come on, Robert.
They're 5-5. If they
Yeah.
win this, they get bowl eligible. There's gonna be a little extra edge for them in this game.
But it's Baylor.
You know what the saying
Look,
is?
I'll be honest. Baylor does not have a defense, but they'll shoot it out with you. I don't think.
LSU lost to Arkansas this last week, 17-0.
Yeah, but LSU's been like in a dark corner somewhere. I don't think they've really made a lot of noise.
They're still, but I still think Oklahoma State's gonna pull something off.
I guess he knows that the picks are final, so he's just going off.
Yeah, I think he's going crazy on
He knows
it.
he's got it in the bag.
Well, there is a fine line between craziness and smart genius. So
And there it is.
there it is, right there.
And he's walking that razor's edge.
But remember this way: Oklahoma State has nothing to lose. They're
No,
gonna
they
go all
don't.
out.
Those are the ones you got to worry about.
Yeah.
They're gonna go all out.
But Baylor has something to lose.
They're gonna be too worried about that.
Yeah, but if Baylor wants to get in that top 4, they got to win this one.
They
and
gotta
hope somebody.
win. And not only
And
that,
decisively, they
and they gotta win it
exactly.
good. I mean, they gotta win it big.
You can't just eke out a win.
I think they're gonna go all 8.
Where's the game?
It's gonna be in Baylor.
Yeah, because if they win by 7, they
advantage.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be tough.
What do you think, Coach?
They got to blow them out.
No, Baylor's got to win big if they're going to try to make a move up.
What do you think they're gonna win?
Oh yeah, Baylor's going to win.
Yeah, Baylor's gonna win.
I'm taking Baylor.
Baylor.
I'm taking Baylor.
Ronnie,
all the way.
I picked the Javelinas.
There's nothing more insulting than losing in your home turf.
Yeah.
And I think Oklahoma's going to show them something.
Right, that's beautiful what they're running.
God damn, that brought a tear to my damn eye.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
And you know what? The only reason I'm saying that is because I got family in Oklahoma.
Hey, that was awesome. That was heartfelt.
I brought it up so high, and then I just pulled the rug out from under myself.
I'm just saying, you're gonna be surprised. Oklahoma State's gonna pull something off.
They are.
Next
I'm hoping they do.
I mean,
I'm really hoping
they
they
gotta
do.
pull something. I just don't know what.
Hopefully a hamstring,
I hope we're talking about muscle.
groin muscle.
All right, what was the other game we had? Nebraska versus
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh, the Golden Gophers.
Golden. God, they got that running back. They got that running back. Is really
Got a
damn good.
beast running.
Yep. No, Minnesota ranked 25th in the nation, 7-3 against Nebraska, ranked 23rd in the nation, 8-2, playing at Nebraska. What do you got?
I'm going with Golden Gophers.
Woo!
That brings fear and
I know. Honestly, Minnesota. The only thing I know about Minnesota is sugar beets and a lot of dirt,
Snow.
and snow, and yeah, I don't want to see the other
Lakers
thing.
are from there.
They used to be from there. Thousand Lakes.
I'm gonna go with Nebraska.
But you know what? I think Minnesota has an advantage because a lot of kids travel to migrate over there to work in the fields, and a lot of Texas athletes stayed over there.
True.
Right.
But there's a lot of people going to Nebraska as well, though. Nebraska is another migrant.
Nebraska? Corn?
Cornhuskers.
What's over there?
Corn.
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 I'm not sure, but I've heard people go to Nebraska.
I don't know.
Hey,
Maybe
those
you're
are
a
some
serial
big-
killer. Maybe.
Serial killer.
Hey, they raise some big boys over in Nebraska.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, there's some big boys.
Corn.
Put cornbread fed.
Shoot another corn.
I guess if you're tuning in or listening to this on the web, make sure you contact Robert if you ever migrate to
Drives
Nebraska.
a red Kia.
Robert Martinez.
Red Kia.
The red Kia.
The Red Kia.
Yeah.
So I like Nebraska at home.
La pinta mañana.
What do you like?
I'm just saying this right now. Big Ten is a soft conference. I'm just saying that right now.
So
I'm
who do you-
going- anyone can win. So I'm saying Minnesota.
Minnesota. What do you like? Nebraska or Minnesota?
Minnesota with Robert.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
Minnesota. Go Gophers. What do you got, Ronnie?
I'll go with the Gophers.
What the hell with you then, John?
Go Big Red.
There you go.
Ooh, Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Nebraska, the Red Sea.
That's
Yeah,
part of
the
the
quarterback,
reason
isn't it from Texas though? Still?
Right? I don't know. Is he?
Yeah.
Even better if he
From
is.
Nebraska?
It just makes sense now.
It's from Steel.
It's from Cibolo still?
Uh-huh.
Really?
See?
No.
I forgot his name.
Okay, I'll change my
Armstrong.
Yeah. So
Armstrong Jr.
yeah, Armstrong. So how can
We
you
saw
go?
him.
So how can you go against Nebraska? He's a Texas boy.
Okay, I'm changing my pick now to Nebraska.
I just like
That little nugget of information.
Yeah, Robert likes to hold off with info to the last.
Yeah.
that would make a difference. A guy from Texas.
What do you mean?
It worked for me.
It's a +5 right there, Rob.
Beat your Robert. That's
Well, I
right.
know that Nebraska had a couple years ago. Had my cousin Martinez as quarterback too.
Beat-
I don't know what happened to that guy.
So since this is our last broadcast,
Little brother.
Matter of fact, the whole season couldn't.
since our last broadcast, let's go into the Texas game. They're playing against who?
TCU.
Texas and TCU, November 27th at.
Is it that time?
I think it's at Austin.
It's in Austin?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. Regardless, if it's to the moon, I'm going TCU.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter where they're playing.
But,
Yankees, I don't care.
Kansas State put a game on TCU.
Yeah, Kansas State
Canada.
is ranked in the top 10 though, too, though.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Oh
Yeah,
no,
they are.
I'm sorry. Kansas,
Kansas.
yeah,
but
Jayhawk. They put a game on TCU.
TCU has had 3 back-to-back, big-time games, and
Yeah, they've been challenged.
I mean,
But I
they're
do give
physically.
credit. I do give credit to UT. UT defense they're good.
No, yeah.
But
No,
seven
UT defense for UT's tough.
And
I
not only
really
that, they're paying kids to go play at UT now. 10 grand.
Legally now.
Feria.
It's not going to be so much
10 grand to go play.
Yeah, I'm saying up.
I'm signing up. Me and Robert are going as walk-ons.
Oh, yeah.
Next
Walk-ons don't get the money.
What?
No.
Oh, we'll fight that shit quick. And that shit goes out the window quick.
I think somebody's got to pay to get you guys escorted out.
They're either gonna pay me to leave or pay me to stay. Either one. I don't care how they.
I'm getting a check.
I can scream like a little girl, like a little bitch. I don't care.
You ain't seen a tantrum like mine.
No, you can't. I'm gonna get paid either way.
I'm just glad you guys not going to Penn State.
You know. But coach,
Why the shower?
why the shot? Why are we taking 3 showers a day?
You want to play, don't you?
It's for hygiene, goddammit.
I might have to cut this bit out.
Why do we have to share beds? But anyway, Bonito Penn State. After that,
Sleep over at Coach's house.
yay!
1, 2, 3. Just remember, Barney, where to cut.
You don't have to cut.
Oh, it's funny that you.
Anyway, so that's good for the for NCAA. Let's go to the big boys.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
NFL. What do we got? Let's start off with this one. Right off the bat. Patriots and Lions at the Patriots.
Aren't they-
Detroit Lions.
They're not going to be snowed out or anything?
No, I don't think so.
After Buffalo's been wiped off the map with the snow?
They actually had volunteers shoveling snow out there
No,
for
no, no,
tickets.
they canceled the game.
They're going to move it to Detroit Monday night.
Yeah, they moved it.
So what do you think? Detroit has a
Detroit's
pretty
gonna get
decent,
it.
They have
yeah,
pretty good defense.
pretty
I don't know.
bad.
Patriots.
Pretty,
I think I'm sold. Last couple times I've been going against the Patriots, but I think
Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think they're
Tom
playing real
Brady's
good.
tough.
and then Detroit is an indoor team too.
Man,
Man,
they're used to playing in the dome.
Yeah, I think I'm jumping in Oliver's team, America's team. So I'm going with.
And Calvin Johnson hasn't really been doing a lot.
He's been hurt. Calvin Johnson's been hurt. He came back last week, but he had an average
If
game.
Detroit Lions defense keeps them in a game, they have a chance. They do.
Yeah.
The offense has been struggling for Detroit, but their defense is the one that keeps them in a game. But let me tell you this: I think, if anything, Tom Brady is fragile like glass, dude.
You know, I'm confused now. If Oakland can beat Kansas City, so anything can happen.
Oh, you went there.
Anything happen. I had to. Sorry,
He didn't have to go there.
He kicked you in the nuts.
Yeah. Oh, so we're hitting below the belt now.
Anything goes right now. Whatever you can grab.
I felt that one. I felt it in the back of my teeth on that. Hey, all I'm saying is the Raiders lost 13 in a row. They were due. They were due, and it was raining. All right,
And probably cold.
and it was cold.
But still, the Patriots
In
gonna win.
Oakland.
Patriots gonna win anyways.
You know,
I like Detroit. The hell with you. I'm going against you. Who do you like, Detroit or New England?
Detroit.
There you go.
Hey,
Patriots.
Patriots.
Patriots can't go against Tom Brady.
I'll go with
Tom Brady.
Patriots. There's
And
too
a
much
hot wife.
firepower.
They had a hot wife.
And the hot
yes.
wife can't go wrong with that.
All right, screw y'all. Man.
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit's gonna take it. Don't worry, AB. We're all right. We're good. We're solid. We're golden.
Hometown.
We're golden, Pony Boy.
The outsiders again. We're talking about the outsiders now.
Hey, if you can talk about the Chiefs, I can talk about the outsiders. All right? We're golden, Pony Boy.
Is that Ralph Macho or no? That's the other dude. Right?
Ralph Macho. Jody loves Chachi.
No, that's a
Scott
blind.
Bale.
That's the
Scott
blind.
Bale.
That's a blind. The blonde dude, right? Yeah.
I don't check out guys. I don't know why
I
you.
like to be thorough. What's wrong with that?
Well, anyway,
Appreciate the competition.
next game. Cardinals at Seattle. That's the difference maker right there. Bengals at Seattle Seahawks.
Bengals.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I'm sorry, Cardinals.
Cardinals gonna win it. Seattle's been struggling.
Wow. Backup quarterback?
They got no quarterback. That's the thing.
Huh?
It had an impressive win against. What was it? Denver? Didn't they beat Denver?
Yeah.
No. Was it Denver?
Was Staten or whoever the quarterback is?
And held Denver Broncos to 7 points only.
Yeah, 7 points only.
Who's that?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Wow.
Who's the quarterback?
Stanton.
Staten.
Well, you see, that's a defense, not the offense.
Palmer's out
Stanton.
for the year.
Palmer's probably done forever now.
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
He's
He's
smart.
done.
He signed the
right?
contract first. Then he got hurt.
Yeah, then he got hurt. I would
I
pick
like
that.
that. He's from USC. He's pretty smart.
They're also smart boys over there.
He's a graduate right there. So anyway, I like Seattle. I like Seattle at home. They play pretty good at home.
Honestly, even though Seattle's imploding, I don't know. Everybody's pointing fingers and
Yep.
right.
Yeah,
But
Seattle's in a.
I don't know what's going on with Seattle, but I'm going with Seattle on this one too.
Yeah, I like Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode.
Lynch, he's just too good, man. I'll go with Seattle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go with Seattle as well.
If there was any other team right now going into Seattle, I'd pick against Seattle. But backup quarterback, they're disgruntled. But Seattle's defense is
Yeah.
tough.
They're
I gotta
tough.
go Seattle.
Yeah, it's tough to win Seattle.
Yeah.
It's
Chief-
Seattle.
The Chiefs beat
Yeah.
Seattle though.
Yeah.
So anybody can win.
So pretty much, yeah.
What do you like, Oliver?
Just like Oakland.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
The
What the
Cardinals.
hell?
Yeah, Cardinals.
Their defense is good.
Really?
We got good defense right
Who do you like?
None.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a tie.
I'm going for the refs.
for the cheerleaders.
Go with the
Yeah, you
12th
can't
man.
go wrong with the cheerleaders.
12 men.
12 men again. Which one, Robert? Anyone.
Last game. Let's. This is monumental. Let's pick a last game
Yeah,
right here.
This is this.
Cowboys at the New York Giants.
Ah.
Son of a bitch. You know what?
Straight up, Cowboys. No
Cowboys.
question.
Can't go against the Cowboys.
I'll go with the Cowboys too.
At New York Giants.
Doesn't matter.
Cowboys.
Eli
Eli
Manning.
Manning is still the quarterback.
He might
So
throw.
done.
I think he threw an interception right now. Eli Manning.
As we speak, he's throwing
On his way to the fridge.
We're in fridge. I don't know.
On his way to the fridge.
No, no, he got sacked on the way to the.
Yeah, he got sacked on the way for
Especially
another
with
beer.
that faith that only a mother can love.
That maybe a mother can love.
Yeah, Sunday Night Football. I think this Bryant will show up. And I think Cowboys will take
Yeah, I
this
think
one.
so.
I don't think Des Bryant is. I mean, he'll have a big game. I don't think Michael Strahan is lining up
No,
for the New York Giants. So Cowboys all the way.
I'm going with the Cowboys too.
I like the Cowboys,
Yeah, I
even
agree.
though it hurts
No,
to
maybe,
say
right?
it.
Maybe snow.
Yeah, maybe a little snow.
It hurts in my loins when I say Cowboys. Deep down in my loins.
I think it's the Cthulhu Cowboys.
Cthulhu Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Just say it's a Cthulhu Cowboys. Cthulhu Cowboys.
There you go.
So, any recap on any games before we leave? Let's see if I can get any scores real quick on the high school games that they've been officially over.
It should be all done. It's already
Yeah, it's late. Yeah.
11:35, unless they went into quadruple overtime.
Matter of fact, I know a couple games that were rained out and lightning.
Right.
The one surprisingly, I think Lavernia was losing. So
Wow.
that was pretty.
Who were they
surprising.
playing though?
They were playing. Gee.
All right, so surrounding areas here.
Play good.
La Pryor lost, so they're out to Falls City, 34-12. Brandeis Mustangs.
Yeah.
Brandeis Mustangs.
Broncos.
They move on, 38-10. They beat Johnson City.
Wait.
Gregory.
Robinson?
Yeah, Robinson's pretty.
Oh my gosh, look at this one. Gregory Portland comes back to beat Roma 28-24. Yeah, they were going up. Wow.
Lavernia is still tied up, 28-28.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter.
Isn't that
Oh yeah, it
That
is.
must be late.
Well, probably because of the rain and
Rain
everything,
delay.
they got started back again late.
Let's see here on the chats. Loss of yards, second and goal. Texas football, please keep it up. Agree.
And also, I want to say, even Judson. Judson has a freshman quarterback playing.
Really?
I was watching on YouTube.
Oh, they had a lightning delay.
Matter of fact, they're down to the third string quarterback, Judson, and they're still winning the playoffs. So
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive. Right
Yeah,
there.
they got.
Yeah,
Kendrick
28-28, fourth quarter, 7 minutes left.
That'd
Vernon.
be a good game.
Wow, that was, that's pretty good. Brackenridge High School, they move on. Ben Bolt, they got swamped by Thorndale. Canyon Central.
Matter of fact, that game, the referee calls the game with 2 minutes left because there was a lot of fighting.
Really?
Yes.
Which one's that one?
That one, Ben Bolt and
Really?
yeah. Apparently they had 15 personal fouls.
Was Trembo disqualified or something?
Why Ben Bolt was the one losing, so I guess they were maybe the rivals or something. I don't know. I was reading an article. That was pretty crazy game.
Wow.
Katy just took it to Memorial 76-14. So Katy Tigers keep on moving. All right. So anyway, let's finish the show.
Yeah, that's
We're good to go. Maybe we'll talk to you guys later. Maybe for for the basketball season and coming up softball season and other stuff. So thanks for joining us to the Other Guys Sports Show. Again, this is
A.B. Martinez.
Auro Garza.
John Guerrero.
Robert Martinez.
Ronnie Barcelos.
Bobby Castillo.
and David Guerrero. Thanks for joining us for a great season of football, and we'll keep it up hopefully for another couple more years.
And hopefully
Yeah.
we'll be here next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a sponsor out there to pick us up.
Yeah, let's get another sponsor out there. Unless we get into some media trouble, maybe Robert,
Robert gets arrested for cocaine
Yeah.
or
Don't
something.
look at me.
Some drunk driving accident.
drunk driving in his Lamborghini.
Some pictures on the internet surface.
You deleted those pictures, right?
Of course I did.
Okay, good, because my body's in there, and my
No,
wife.
not your face, not your face.
No, but my
No,
wife, my
Photoshop.
wife knows all my moles. All right. Thanks a lot, Hog Nation. Thanks for joining us, and
Thanks for a good season, Hugs.
Hey, that's right.
Hogs go.
Go Hogs, go!
Let's go.
And we'll see y'all for the next year. Crystal Wiz District. Woo! So good. Robert drives a Red Liberty Jeep.